So I want to talk about why we empathize with Joe Goldberg so much, and we kind of see him as the main victim. And he kind of is. So let's go back to where it all starts. Okay. So with Joe's childhood, he didn't start out as just this psychopath villain. He was neglected, he was abused, there was violence in the home, and he was abandoned by his mother. Even Mooney, he was destroyed mentally by him as well. Now, those experiences shape how the brain processes attachment and threat. When a child grows up in chaos, their nervous system wires itself for survival, not for healthy love. Now, Joe learns this early on that love equals instability. People will leave. Safety must be controlled. So when he becomes obsessed with someone, in his mind, he isn't stalking, he's protecting. He isn't manipulating, he is fixing. Now, this victim narrative that he has inside of his head, right? Joe constantly is reframing himself as this misunderstood romantic, the protector, the man who sacrifices everything, the one who was forced to do terrible things because of love. So, in his internal monologue that he has with himself, he's not the villain. He is reacting to this betrayal. And every time someone lies to him, he is being hurt. Every time someone doesn't live up to his fantasy, he is disappointed. Every time he kills, he convinces himself it was necessary. That's the psychology of self-justification. He rewrites reality so he doesn't have to see himself as the aggressor. So why do us as the viewers feel for him? And it kind of traps us in Joe's perspective. We hear his thoughts, we understand his logic, we see his loneliness, and how loneliness is so relatable. He craves connection so deeply that it almost feels tragic. He wants love desperately. And on the surface, that's human. But here's the uncomfortable truth: wanting love doesn't make you a victim. Hurting others because you feel empty doesn't make you oppressed. Joe isn't the victim of the woman he obsesses over. He is the victim of his own unresolved trauma and distorted thinking, and that's very different. Now, the real victim whole dynamic of all this is Joe's trauma explains him. It does not excuse him. He has experienced harm, but instead of healing, he weaponizes it. Instead of saying, man, I was hurt, he says, now I control. That's where he crosses the line from wounded to dangerous. Now, how this kind of twists everything together is what makes Joe so terrifying. It's not that he's evil in a cartoonish way. It's that he genuinely believes he is justified. He sees himself as a good guy in a cruel world. And that's what makes him compelling and horrifying. Because the scariest villains aren't the ones who know they're bad. They're the ones who think they're right. So that's kind of it for this video. I'd be more than happy to go on a deeper dive about Joe Goldberg. But yeah, hope you guys have a good rest of your day. See you later.